It's 2 a.m. on October 1st. It's spoopy time. Is
Hearing the words given space, or is this totally just silly?
I don't think it's silly. My belief is that with the right intention and intonation, even gibberish can be soothing.
And what do you think is actually happening when you're being read aloud to?
I think the person being read to feels a sense of being taken care of.
All right, do you wanna take us to Lysol?
Sure.
just listen to LeVar Burton read a Lysol can instructions. Son of a bitch. I think it all started with listening to Radiolab. They released an episode on people's insomnia nowadays, caused by COVID and other stresses. And as I was listening to that, I heard one of the stories. It was the second to last one. I forgot what the guy's name was. But he had trouble seeing the difference between work and personal life because he spent all of his time in his bed, because that was his, workstation. That was where he slept and that's where he ate. And like, I feel that with the whole, but like not my bed, but like my room in general. But and I've recorded this, me talking about this like twice before, but I canceled them because I never uploaded because I don't know, it didn't feel right. But the person, the lady that you heard in that bit, brought on a musician, Wes Swing, I think, and played the song Midnight, uh, Middle of the Night, which I was driving home in 90-degree weather wearing a hoodie with my windows down, and I was bawling like a mofo because it hit in a way that I wasn't expecting. I was just like, there are people that actually care about the mental state of today's world. My mental state has been less than desirable, to say the least. I'm not gonna sleep tonight. I highly doubt it. I've slept in the past couple days. Monday night, which really was Tuesday morning, I couldn't sleep. My anxiety was out of control. If I'm being honest, it was over a girl, and I didn't know what to do, so I did what I always do whenever I'm stressed, and I went for a walk at 3:30 a.m. like a normal person. But yeah, I went for a 2-hour walk, a normal walking path, which I actually walked earlier at like 9, and it only lasted about an hour, so like you can tell how slow I was going. But that was because I brought my camera with me, which, first of all, walking around with a fully extended tripod and camera on a 3-mile walk is no fun. But I've found a weird equilibrium, salvation, something like that, with the type of photography I'm doing now. Since I switched to night and surreal and darker photography, I've felt like with every photo I take, I'm actually pulling my anxiety. I'm not like taking a photo is capturing light. Like, that's what a photo is. I don't care what anybody tells you. A photo is just captured light. And when I'm taking these photos, or at least when was that Wednesday morning, Tuesday night, something like that. No, it was Tuesday morning, Monday night. I wasn't capturing light, which is interesting because that's what it was. I was pulling my anxiety out. each time I pressed the shutter button, my anxiety went down maybe half a percentage. Granted, it was at 100%, so it there's a lot to go down. I got 12 good shots from that night, so you'll be seeing those, or by the time this is up, you'll have already seen probably 2 of those shots uploaded. But that's the best way I can describe it, is I was pulling my emotional baggage that has come recently and putting it in my photography. Granted, I'm still stressed. That's why it's 2 a.m. and I'm recording this. I'm not sleeping tonight. Not because I don't want to, it's just because I can't. I'm not tired or exhausted mentally or physically. It's just I'm in a state of like drone, I guess, where I don't want to do anything, and that includes sleep. I've been watching YouTube, and I'm not even paying attention to what I'm watching. It's just like I'm just looking and listening and not taking in anything. And I've been doing that for a while now, unless I'm taking photos. It's the only time that I'm really ever in the moment that I'm understanding what is happening, is that's when I have a camera in my hand. It's interesting. It's weird because I started doing night photography the same time that my anxiety flared up. So I don't know how I'm gonna be when my anxiety goes away eventually, because I don't have anxiety normally. Last year I had anxiety. I had a huge anxiety, like the worst anxiety attack of my life, and it like had a grading effect of about a month. This one is lasting, and it sucks. I will be back to my normal chipper self very soon, because I don't like being anxious. I don't like this feeling. Granted, COVID isn't helping, so trying to meet new people or even just hang out with the people that I know or even talk to them is extremely difficult. But I'm taking baby steps. I trip every once in a while, but I always get back on my feet. There's nothing that can push me all the way down that I can't stand up from. I wanted to talk about what's going on with me, and well, when I'm talking to a camera, it's like I'm talking to people. I'm talking to someone that will listen. I am seeing counseling. I am trying to talk to friends. It's just difficult, and I don't know what to do. So when I don't, I go and I take photos, because that's the one thing that I can do. Right now, I don't really want to go take photos. I don't really want to watch YouTube. I want to create something, but I don't want to take photos. So, and I can't draw. I played Minecraft for like an hour building, and it just didn't feel right. I think I'm gonna try to draw or mess around in Photoshop a bit tonight to hopefully help in some way, but I'm not sure. I will get better. I will be back on my feet in no time, and I'll look back on this the way I looked back in my anxiety. Like the way I looked back on my anxiety attack from last year, I will be looking back on this the same way. I guarantee it. Because I know me. I know myself pretty well. That's like one of the few great things about me is I have a very good self-awareness of myself, which I guess is what self-awareness is. But I know who I am as a person, and I know this won't keep me down. It'll take a bit of time, but I will be back on my feet. I will be back to my non-anxious self. I will be back to smiling and meaning it, and hopefully that comes. Well, I hope it comes around the same time that COVID stops, but that involves COVID stopping relatively soon, which I doubt. But I mean, you can tell right now I'm much chipper now than I was at the start of this video, and it's because just talking helps, even if it is to a camera, or really is I'm looking at myself doing it. I'm looking at myself doing this, but I don't know. I had to get it out. I did. This is something that no one really knows about. This device, I called it my captain's log, where last year when I had my anxiety attack, every time, pretty much every night, I did this, where I was just talking to this and talk about like a dream I had, or anxiety that's going through my head, or whatever, and it helped a lot. I'm not doing it this year, or this year. I could, but I want to make I want to, like, this will never see the light of day. Like, I'm not gonna let anybody listen to that, because I actually give people's names, and I talk specifically about the problems I'm having between people. Well, here I'm talking more general, because majority of the time it is more general, and also I'm able to speak to a wider audience without, you know, calling people out and shit. But yeah, I don't know how many of the, like, if I'm gonna make more of this type of video. I have been watching specific YouTubers that help me out in this sort of time. Like Casey Neistat brought his vlog back, and that's helped out a great amount. I've been following the Dictionary of Obscure Sorrows, which is a dude that creates words that describes very specific and niche feelings, like Sonder or Onism or Keyframe, or I can't think of any others. But reading, listening to those helps. I've been going through a lot of Achievement Hunter stuff too, because they make me laugh and smile even through the pain, so that helps a lot. I rewatched today, or yesterday. I rewatched Danny Casale. Castle. It's Casale. I rewatched his Blue Dude series, which is these little short 1-minute clips of just how to deal with stress, and to know that the viewer, which in this case was me, is loved and is cared about, and these times will pass. I'll link all these guys down in the description so you can check them out, because they help me a lot, and I hope if I'm able to, this will help someone else. Shit, this is long. I'm sorry, but it's necessary, at least for me, because I'm not making these videos like I used to make the videos to try to be a famous YouTuber. Now I'm just making the videos so I have a place to catalog all my content. And I haven't made a video in a bit, because trying to walk around with a tripod at night and shoot a vlog or a journal entry is not easy and not fun. Besides the fact that it's, you know, at night, so it wouldn't look good anyway. So I think I've said everything I need to say. If you if you got this far in the video, comment literally anything. Like, you can say potato, and I would be able to, like, hey, got you. But yeah, that's all. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Peace.